guys, and welcome back to my channel. If y'all don't know me, my name is Melle, and we're going to be discussing some anime. Now, the anime that I have chosen today, or rather anime movie that we're going to be talking about, is called Case Closed, the Time-Bombed Skyscraper. It's the very first movie of all the 6 English dubbed Case Closed movies. Before we dive straight into the video, I do want to throw up a spoiler warning. If you have not seen Case Closed or this movie, go ahead and stop watching this video and go watch the movie because the movie is incredible. I love the movie so much. I've seen it many, many times in my life, and I will continue to watch it because it's such a great movie. But without further ado, let's get right into it. Now, if y'all don't know what Case Closed is, Case Closed is an anime about this young high school kid, Jimmy Kudo. He's super smart. He helps the police with investigation, and he became a high school detective. And he's just living his life, helping the police solve crime after difficult crime. One day, when he was at the amusement park with his best friend Rachel, he witnesses something shady going on. Because he was so absorbed with whatever was going on, he didn't notice the other men in black sneaking up behind him. They knocked him out, gave him some untested experimental poison, and when he woke up, his body got shrunk to the size of a kid. Taking his good old buddy Dr. Agasa's advice, he decided to keep his identity a secret and live at Rachel's home with her father Richard, who is also a detective, but he's not the best detective. So, using gadgets that he got from Dr. Agasa, he essentially helps Richard solve these cases, and he's made Richard an international superstar while he's stuck being a kid and going to elementary school. Explaining what the story is about is what they do every single episode. Like at the beginning of every episode and every movie, it tells you exactly what you're watching, what it's about, so you're not lost. In a way, I guess it could be sort of episodic, but in this movie in particular, it's about so Jimmy is noticing that he, as a teen detective, is being forgotten, completely forgotten. Like he's not getting his fan mail anymore. Nobody's talking about him on the news or anything. He's just completely forgotten. Then he notices that he got a invitation to a garden party, and he really wants to attend because that's the first invitation, the only invitation he's seen for himself in a long while. So he's like, let me take that shit. But obviously, he's in the body of a kid. He can't go as himself, as Jimmy Kudo. So he calls up Rachel and he's like, hey, can you attend the party in my stead and take that kid, that cute kid with you? Because obviously, he's that cute kid. And so Richard, Rachel, and Jimmy, all of them end up going to this beautiful garden party at famous architect Professor Leo Joel at his home or whatever. They go to his tea party. Oh, I forgot to mention the trade off for Rachel agreeing to go to this tea party was that she was like, yo, Jimmy, you got to take me to an all night movie the night of May 3rd into May 4th. And Jimmy's like, no, I can't do that. Obviously, he can't do that because he's shrunk into the body of a child. She essentially forces him. And while Jimmy's trying to figure out what to do about Rachel, and the promise that they made, he gets a call from this mysterious person who's calling his home, and he's just like, well, let's have some fun. And he tells Jimmy that he better hurry because he gave a bomb to some kids, and he better hurry before they blow it up. Crazy. So he has to stop this psycho who stole a bunch of explosives from terrorizing their city and exploding stuff. I love the action. I love the mystery. I love Jimmy's process and how we see him figuring out stuff. Like when the bomber was playing with him, he's like, "Yo, he's going too far." Like, and then he's like, "Oh, shoot, let me try and put my bow tie." And he's like, "Yo, they sent me some kid," and he's like, "No, he was watching me." And so he used the fact that the bomber, figured out that Kudo sent a kid. Kudo sent a kid, which is actually him. He used that information to his advantage, and he's like, "Well, can you give me a hint? I'm just a kid, you know." He doesn't. There's no pride in that. Why? Because people's lives are at stake. He needs as much information as possible. My opinion of the movie as a whole is that it's very, very good, very immersive. I love mystery. I love the twinge of romance that there is in there. I love the characters. Just love everything about it. My favorite scene in this movie is the part where Jimmy he goes to he's looking for the bomb that's underneath an old tree but not buried under it. That was the bomber's clue to it. And when he's looking around, he finds out that it's in the cat carrier that the old woman is taking with him. He goes through he goes through so many hoops just to get to that motherfucking cat carrier. And then he goes with the bicycle, and like him trying to get rid of the bomb and explode it in a place where it would be safe for people. I just thought that was so badass. My favorite character, I don't want to be basic, but honestly, my favorite character is Jimmy himself. um, in this movie, it's Jimmy because he's just so freaking cool. He's so smart. The way he goes about things and thinks about things, I don't know. It's just very extremely cool to me. Now for the questions. What was my overall emotional response? I was just immersed, very immersed, and I was on the edge of my seat trying to sort of solve the mystery with Jimmy. I was just very immersed, very like mouth agape, like wanting more. That's how amazing I think this movie is. Like, there's a part in the movie where the bomber calls and he's like, "Hey, I put 5 bombs on the city loop line, the train, and they have to find the bombs. Like, if any of the trains went below 60 kph, the train would explode." And so they had to up the speed of the trains, keep them running. And if the sun set, that also will explode the bombs. So Jimmy had to quickly figure that out, and it's like throughout that whole sequence, it's like you're feeling every emotion of the characters in there. Even the random characters that you have no idea who the fuck they are, but they're in there. And they're over here trying, like, making the trains go faster. He's like, "Damn it, don't stop. All the trains who are stopping, send them. Like, we cannot have any train going under 70 kph." And I'm just like, period. Because I'm so immersed and I'm so into what's going on. I want the people on the trains to be safe. Some of the characters from Jimmy's elementary school, Amy, Mitch, and George, who he created the Junior Detective League with, they're on that train. So it higher the stakes and our emotional immersiveness to what's going on. I was just floored, on the edge of my seat. What were my thoughts as the movie ended, and would I watch it again? My thoughts as the movie ended, I was fucking happy. I was like, thank goodness that Rachel is okay. Like, towards the end, when Richard's like freaking out that Rachel is in the building that's bombs are going off. He's so worried. And Richard in the anime, he's such a silly, like, stupid prick. But it's like when it comes to Rachel's life, like, he becomes serious and he's like, no, not my daughter. And I really respect him for that. Like, when he cares, he cares. Like, he may be an asshole in the everyday life, but he won't let nothing bad happen to this someone he cares about. And I'm just so glad that nothing bad happened to Rachel. I love the little sequence at the end with Jimmy and Rachel, and I'm just like, oh, they're gonna die together like Romeo and Juliet. I don't know. I was just happy. Not happy that it ended, but happy that things got resolved and that nobody died. Though a lot of people could argue, of course, they didn't die. They're the main characters, plot armor, but whatever. Don't ruin the fun. Would I watch it again? This was me watching it again. And guess what? I will continue to watch it again because this movie is so freaking good. This series, so freaking good. I love mysteries so freaking much. When I was young, I wanted to be a detective because of this anime. Like, I love it. That's it. This movie overall, I would rate it a solid 9 out of 10. That's how much I loved everything. The tempo of everything, like the sequence of events, how it gradually, like, and perfectly timed escalated. I don't know if I'd call it a 10 out of 10. Definitely a 9 out of 10. You know, because it was amazing. It's such an amazing movie, such an amazing series, and I highly recommend it for you guys. Like, even if you don't know if you want to actually spend your time watching in 130 some dubbed episodes of the dubbed episodes, like if you're not sure if you want to dive into the dub series, definitely watch one of the movies. Like, you're not required to watch the series to be able to watch the movies and understand and enjoy them. Like, sure, you won't really know the characters and won't be as, like, emotionally invested, but I think it does a really good job of being inclusive to people who have not watched the series. I think I'm going to go ahead and end this video right here. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, make sure to give it that thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more videos. But until the next one, see ya.